That's what it is. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Thank you. That's all I ever be wanting is for somebody to be on live with me and tell me if you can hear me. um but anyway, I since I had just started talking, I can start from the beginning of what I was saying, that none of this, whatever it is that you are experiencing and showing up in your world, it really doesn't have any control over you like you think it does. So like, you know this. Like, everybody knows this. Like, all of you that are attracted to me at all are master manifestors. But sometimes as master manifestors, you can shoot yourself in the foot because you're wanting, needing perfection. Not because you are trying to show up as cosplay as somebody you're not in this world. It's because you know how you want to feel. You know what you want to experience. It's like you expect better. You expect more. You expect, like, for people to be mature. You expect for people, if you expect for God to love you enough and be smart enough to have things show up in your life that is worthy of your time of day and energy. That's what I mean by perfection. It's like, you're like, God, you know this is some bullshit. So why are you allowing the bullshit to come lay at my doorstep? And you know I don't want to deal with this. And you know this is not like what's giving, and it's not what needs to be gave. And so, oh, how can I say this though? How can I say this though? Like, even as chosen ones, you're responsible for that bitterness and resentment that's within that. There's a bitterness and resentment that kind of gets, it's like a buildup, a film, that covers over your smile. Like, you're interacting with life, with people, situations, and you just end up feeling like you're going through the motions, no matter how authentic and sincere you are. Because if it's not giving what needs to be gave for you, then you're really not there, because you don't really want to be there. Most of the time, you don't want to be where you're at, doing what you're doing and talking to the people who you're talking to in the way that you're having to do things, because most of the time you're not really operating and saying the things and doing the things and feeling the way that you really want to feel, because you feel restricted and limited by the situations and people around you's limitations. Basically, you walk on eggshells based off of how other people view you, how other people want to use you, how other people see you, right? It's like you being a master singer or crafter or whatever, or a master business person, but you don't have no credentials, right? Like, from this world. You don't have no scholarship from this world, no schooling from this world. You were born like this. You were born with all these talents and gifts. You were born a master. You were born an ascended master. You were born an earth angel. And everybody wants to know where you come from, where you get off having this power, having a say, like having a voice, having authority, or whatever. And honestly, the reason why you hold back is because you would like to tell them. You would like to shut them up, shut everybody down by giving them some type of explanation for where you came from, like what planet you came from or whatever. You would like to give people an explanation, but you also know you don't need one. And that's what you need to start understanding and actually embodying in your energy field. Like, I don't need an explanation. I don't need an explanation to feel how I want to feel. I don't need an explanation to show up as beautiful as I am as a person. I don't I don't need an explanation to be a person of integrity and authority. I don't need an explanation to and command my life, my space. It is what it is. Bitch, get in line, get into it, right? So you don't have to like put anybody down, into any fights, because that's what you're afraid of. You're afraid that if and when you step into your zone and into your power, that you're going to have to like box, like square up, like not level up, but like square up, like bop, bop, like you don't want to fight, right? Like you don't want to fight. You don't want to have to fight people for your spot, for your space, for your time, for your don't like what is it? What's the word, spirit? Let me pull some cards or whatever. I'm grinding some pine needles that I'm drying out because I'm about to start making incense and stuff again, and start having it for sale. I was I was looking for this. I was. I've been looking for this all week. The adapter, not the microphone. Okay, clock. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pull some cards. I'm gonna pull some cards because I don't know the words, all the words, but I know the feeling because that's what I'm going through. Like the only way to really take center stage in your life is for you to continue to rise in consciousness and to stay in a great ass mood. Like regardless of you have to stay in an elevated mood above everybody else. And that's something that chosen ones avoid too. It's like you've been waiting on everybody around you to invite you, to enjoy you, to embrace you. You've been waiting for a community to wrap their arms around you, to allow you to have your be like, what's on your mind, and be like really listening or whatever, and have this moment where you've always wanted, to where you walk into a room and instead of feel like people are like bracing themselves, getting themselves together because you've come into the room and now they feel competitive with you or whatever, which makes you feel unwelcome, which makes you feel seen, but not in a good way. You know, you've been waiting for those energies to subside. The only way they're going to subside is if you rise above it. And I know you don't want to hear that because this is what you've been going through for a long time. Um, and the reason why that it's not going to happen is because you are a leader. You're the leader of the community. Like they're actually waiting on you to step in your position. As much as it seems like they would hate it, they hate to see you coming or whatever, they really are waiting on you to step into your power. They're waiting on you to be the queen. They're waiting on you to be the king, or the androgynous something or another. They're waiting on you to be the misfit and to let your freak flag fly. They're waiting on you to be fly, to be as fly as you are. Maybe so that they can spar with you, because you actually raise the bar. even when you're not feeling your best, you raise the bar. And that's been a heavy burden to carry, because you have been trying to get your needs met from humans. It's because it seems like that's what you're supposed to do. It seems like that's what you're supposed to do, but it's not. Your strength and your help cometh from the Lord. It always has. It always will. And there's nothing you can do about it. This is where you have to surrender. The first card that comes out is Avatar in the City, but it came out reverse. All right? Reverse. Crossing this is herbal propagation. So whatever it is that you usually feel confident in within yourself is being kind of flipped upside down, and maybe you feel out of place, out of sorts. You're being pruned here. Herbal propagation. I have some basil on my windowsill right now that I'm propagating. In order for the roots to come out when you're propagating your herbs, when you have it in a jar of water, you have to prune some of the leaves off of your herbs so that the sunlight gets in through the top part. There'd usually be no leaves, just maybe like one or two leaves. And then the roots will start to form from a wound. Did you know that? When you propagate your herbs, in order for a new root system to develop, you have to wound the tip, the end of the herb, just a little bit, scratch it a little bit. So you are being scratched up a little bit so that you can receive sunlight, the nutrients you need from the divine. If you're around people or in situations and you feel like it's wounding you, then you're going to naturally reach out and call out to God. You're going to call out to God for help. You're going to go meditate. You're going to listen to your audiobooks that uplift you. You're going to listen to your affirmations. You're going to go to source to provide you with the nutrients that you're not getting from anywhere else. Why? Because that's who you are. You are more than a survivor. You're a master. And that's what you know to do. You're not running to drugs and things when you feel uncomfortable, when you feel like your voice isn't being heard or whatever. You're not running to those codependent places any longer. You've grown past that. You're going to where you're going to get your nutrients, and that's a good thing. Okay? So I want you to start looking at whatever you feel like is wounding you or hurting you like it's actually a good thing. It's part of your evolutionary process. God promises to never leave you nor forsake you. And it's funny, your Dragon Bay comes out reverse. So you may feel like unprotected because of the stuff you're going through. Because your Dragon Bay is about like dragon ancestors of protection. This card is telling me that you are protected. They are looking out for you. Like, they're not going to allow anything to happen to you. Your ancestors, your guides, your spirit team, the dragon realm, even the dark spiritual entities that kind of cause conflict and things, they're on your side as well. Like, everyone is really rooting for you. It's just that you need to focus, Tangier. You need to focus on what you want. Learn to focus. You're like being trained to focus on what you want. in the face of being around maybe people and individuals who aren't as mature or who don't value the sun, the light of God as much as you do. It's like you still have to focus on getting your joy from the correct sources. And don't pay attention to what other people who are less equipped, more ignorant, less trained than you. It's like you know better, so do better, but more than that, it's more like embody now it's like now embody who you are. Embody it. Body that ish. Hey, body, body it now. Slam dunk it. Like go get into it. Like nothing's gonna happen to you if you're more joyful than everybody around you. And this is like part of your fears, your PTSD. It's like if I'm actually thriving and I'm happy and I'm joyful, I'm prosperous, and everybody else around me is focused on what's going on in this world, the wars, Trump, you might be the oddball out, and you might feel singled out. Um, and you might feel, and if you need to do like protection rituals, magic, things that make you feel safe and secure. Like, okay, the reason why I'm starting to make incense and stuff again, I'm gonna start making my soaps again. It's because when I'm stressed or when I feel overwhelmed or when I don't feel supported, working with my hands, building a business, selling things at the market, helps me get my focus off of whatever's going on around me that I don't want and like or not enjoying, and puts me in a place of enjoyment, you know. Because I get real serious about my arts and crafts and hobbies and things. Um, and I start making a lot of money, right? And start meeting new people. It's a diversion of my attention, but it also leads me down a different pathway than if I were to focus on arguing with people who don't have any intention of ever really having the argument end. They just want to see me in the same energy that they're in for the hell of it, not for any particular reason. Some people are just going to be miserable and they're going to pull you into their misery because that's what the F they do, right? And you can be and if you can't relate to dealing with other humans at this time in your life, then you could be that person for yourself, to where you're like Eeyore, like nothing ever works out for me, nothing goes my way, I don't know, right? So then you have to learn that when you start thinking and feeling that way, there's something else that you can think about, something else that you can be saying to yourself. Besides that, you could say everything always works out for me. Why don't I feel that way? What can I do today to help me get on that trajectory? And take it slow. You're not going to, you can actually change overnight. You can. I'm not going to lie. But as far as anchoring that, making a new root system, like we were talking about with the herbal propagation here, you know how many it takes, like maybe a few days to start seeing a baby root system sprout, right? But how many weeks do you think it takes? Maybe 3 to see like a big bush of a root system. And that's consistent sunlight. So what you're looking for is gentle consistency, gentle reminders, gentle rituals, a little bit of working with your crystals here or whatever, a little bit of working with your crystals here, a little bit of flower essences there. Because I told y'all, if y'all want some of my flower essences, I can send you some. I, I made some with passion flower and to help you remember who you are within your blind spots. And the passion flower actually helps you be present, like feel like eternity is within you. Because those are the things you need to be focused on. The fact that you are an eternal being, you're here to enjoy your life, right? So get into things that um, help you enjoy yourself, and make it a big production. Like I'm telling you about me making like my incense and stuff. Like I really get into it. I really love it. Do I have to do it? No, but it's something that I tend to get into when I'm stressed out, and it's not a bad thing. So ask yourself, like, what is it that my hands can get into? Maybe it's some clay. Maybe you feel like going to the spa. Maybe you feel like taking a trip. Like, whatever you got to do, it's okay. It really is okay. I'm going to pull some angel cards. This message has been a good message. Listen to things that bring you comfort. There's no need to stress and strain yourself. You're not on the wrong path. You're not doing anything wrong. You are still growing and learning how to be a powerful being. And when it's all said and done, you will thank the universe for not usurping your power and doing everything for you. Because at the end of the day, you want to be able to command your life and say, this is what I want, and be certain that you can have it. That's really all we want, right? We just want to be able to be certain that when we ask, it shall be given, and in a timely manner, like now. But the only way that's going to ever happen is if you start enjoying your life even before you receive whatever it is you saying that you want. You have to live your life like it's gonna, you got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when you're baking a cake, cupcakes or whatever, you're baking something in the oven, you have the timer on, it's going to be finished, it's going to be good, you go do something else. That's basically what I'm telling you to do. It's like, let it go, let it go, let it be. While you're baking the cake, you don't keep opening up the door and looking at it every 2 minutes, poking holes in it, tasting it, getting stomping around, and be like, why can't it be done in 5 minutes instead of 45 minutes? It's like you have to give up caring about when, and work on just getting real clear. Get more and more clear every day in your journaling or whatever about what it is you actually want to experience, even down to the details of the type of car you want, what color you want it to be, how you want to feel in it. Like, look around and see that the car that you are desiring keeps showing up everywhere you go. Like, make it a game or whatever. Look at everything as a sign that whatever you ask for, it's coming to you. Um when, even if, say somebody offers you a car and it's not the one that you want, or it's not exactly how you want it to be, it's some parts are broken, be like, okay, so that means I need to fix how I'm imagining things, because your imagination is you and God's co-creation space. Well, your imagination is God. Your imagination is God. And so if you're stressed out, then you're not really using your imagination. You can't. You can't be stressed and use your imagination at the same time. It's not possible. When you're stressed out, all you can do is think about what's stressing you out. You have to find ways to de-stress. Like I was telling you, there's different ways to play. I'm starting to make my incense and stuff again because I'm finally sitting down someplace. I'm not really traveling and stuff right now. I'm living in a school bus on a farm, right? In South Florida. And I've been waiting. I'm like, am I supposed to be traveling still? No, not right now. And so eventually what happens when I sit down somewhere for a while, I start wanting to make stuff with my hands. Go with whatever it is you naturally feel interested in. Go with it. Just let yourself have it. Let yourself be, basically. Like leave your manifestations alone. You don't know what you're doing anyway. And it's okay. It's okay. Go do something you know how to do a little bit and enjoy that. And forget about whatever it is that you've been asking for and what you want. What's up, Tangy? The things you care about the least will show up the fastest. The things that you have the least attachment to will show up the fastest. And I'm not going to lie, sometimes that gets on my nerves. I'm not going to lie, sometimes that gets on my nerves. It's like, I'll be like, okay. It's like whatever it is I don't really care about too tough that much. And because it doesn't take me long to just get clarity about certain things. But like this manifestation that of me living in this school bus, it took me maybe a couple of weeks of getting clarity within myself. Where I'm working on a farm. At first I wasn't getting paid. I was working as a woofer or whatever, like for room and board. But I didn't like the situation. I didn't like how it was making me feel. A lot, like there was things that were off for me that I felt like would stop me from manifesting think more of what I wanted because I'm focusing on all. So I really had to dig my roots in a bit deeper and get really clear emotionally about how I wanted to feel. And I wrote out all the details, and I just asked God for a win-win-win, like solution for everybody involved. And then it got downloaded to me. I wrote it down, and it happened that in the next few days. It was like, wow, 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 wow. Clarity goes hand in hand with a quickened manifestation. If you're not willing to sit with your emotional body and your imagination at the same time and get real clear about what it is you want to experience, then you're not going to have what you want in your hands as fast as you think you want it. You don't want it that bad, basically. It's not that important to you. You have to admit that to yourself about certain things. Because when you want something real bad and something is pushing you, most of the time it's stress. Being disheartened, not being happy, not feeling appreciated, not feeling loved. That pushes you into that zone, to where you're like, this has to change. Something has to shake, right? So say it's something like you want a Mercedes Benz. A lot of us have like these dreams of the things that we want to experience and have, but we don't want it that bad because you're not willing to you're not willing to do the work to get real clear about what it is how you want to experience it. Because the spirit realm be like, you say you want that. How do you want it? How do you want it? What does it feel like? What does it look like? Because the spirit realm is like, we don't know. They don't know. See, you think God knows everything. I want to say something controversial. Huh. In your world, in your world, God knows as much as you're willing to expand into. And the buck will stop there. You are not going to get more or less than what you're willing to expand your consciousness into. And that goes into your emotions, your passion. You have to be willing to experience. You can't be a sitting duck in your own life and just with your hands folded having an attitude. You have to be like, okay, you have to get into it. Get into your life. Feel into your life. The same way you want someone to explore you. Like if you have a lover, you want your lover to want to get to know you. Or even your friends, like people you meet in your life, especially people, if you've been having your boundaries up for a long time because you're tired of people with a lack of intimacy, a lack of an intimacy chip or whatever, or a sensitivity chip. You're tired of those people. So you've blocked everyone out because you only want people around you that really sincerely care about you and want to get to know you for you, who you are, right? But you're not willing to do and give yourself that. And you truly are going to get back in return the love that you give yourself and put into yourself, the passion that you put into yourself. And a lot of people don't even know what that means and what that looks like or whatever. And so, you know what just came to my mind? My Patreon. But because of the things that I have been experiencing like the past few months while I was like in the UK and stuff, wasn't able to focus on that as much. But I could possibly get back into that. But that's why I made my Patreon though, so that I can train you how to learn how to experience you just love being obsessed with yourself, your imagination and your life and your world, because that's really what's most important. Like you feeling how you want to feel is really what's most important. You're supposed to be a selfish person. The selfish, evil bitch that everyone is accusing you of being, you need to go ahead and go into that. Because whenever you don't put yourself first and you don't put how you feel first, what you want first, what ends up happening? You end up in a world, in someone else's world, experiencing something you don't want. And you might as well just be the queen bitch that you've always wanted to be. If I read you my journal and affirmations and stuff that I've been writing, that I write every day, you would think that I was a psychopath narcissist just by reading it. Because this is what I say every day. You want tea? I am the queen. Everybody does what I want and say. Everything works out for me. Everything works out in my favor. Everything happens the way I want it to. And most importantly, everybody does what I say. And you want to know why I've begun to feel okay with this? Because what I want, I don't want to cause any harm to anybody. When I'm happy, everybody else has a great time as well. I might as well have what I want. When I allow other people to rule over me and my energy because I'm trying to be nice or share, people don't care about me the way I care about me and other people or whatever. If I like my life to be a party, and I like for everybody to have a good time and be laughing and enjoying themselves. Not just me, but everybody. I let people be themselves around me. Other people don't really have those types of skills. I'm the leader. I'm the leader, I'm the boss, I'm the queen. So if everybody's going to be mad at you for just having that energy in your DNA, you might not even be walking in it and talking like it, sashaying like it, but you might and you don't even realize it. You do. I know you do, or she wouldn't be here talking to me. Um, you might as well own it. Everybody wants you to lead anyway, even if they act like they don't, because they're not built to do it. So don't let other people who don't have that calling over their lives come in and weld your platform like that. They won't know what to do with it. They don't know what to do with the magic that God is giving you. It's yours. Use it. I've been sitting here holding these angel cards since the day before forever. So let me just go ahead and pull. What's the comment say? This is confirmation of exactly what I received today in meditation. Dang. Bow, bow, bow. Dead on. Facts. Amen. 100% so true. I love your vibe. Be blessed. I love your vibe as well, since you love mine. If you love my vibe, then you're my people's. Like Wendy Williams used to say, my people. Besides Wendy Williams and her talk of getting involved in mess or whatever, I like how she built her connection with her community. It was so fun. All right. I miss that. I miss that about her. Ooh, these cards is jumping, jumping, bump, bump. These angels is popping out. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. But it's the angel ajaaya. Angel 38. God, the hope of all the earth. Oh my God. That basically sums it up. It's hard to be the queen bitch, because you are the hope. You like bring hope, joy, sustenance, truth, nurturance, peace, love, spark, spunk. You just bring it all, right? You embody it all. And the fact that this is and I want you to see this angel right here. Okay? Now, it came out reverse, and what I'm hearing is, do you still do astrology talk? I can, but I don't really focus on that, because I don't want y'all to get caught up in that. I don't want this, because that doesn't really tell you who you are. That's okay. So there's a hierarchy of energies in the universe. Astrology is the youngest, and then the least accurate that describes you. All right. But the way I use it is to help you evolve and overcome your chart. You're supposed to overcome your base. That's like your base level personality. You're actually not your personality. You can transcend that whole thing and get into your true power. That's what it's for. But people use it to say, this is why I act the way I do, solidifying the magic, the spells over their life. And I don't like being a part of that. But yeah, anyway, this Queen of Swords, this angel, the God, the hope of all the earth, came out reverse. It's like, because you're supposed to, if you don't feel appreciated or whatever, it's okay for you to keep your energy to yourself. When I was looking at her, this angel right here, it's just kind of like, it's okay. It's like she's coming home from a hard day of being the hope of all the earth to everyone or whatever. And she wants to put her sword down and take off her shield. One of her wings is already down a little bit. She just wants to relax and rest. Some of you guys need to reset and withdraw right now at this time. Angel 72, this is the death card. Mamaya, God, the end of the universe. Endings and rebirth influences health and longevity. Yeah. So some of you have been in the embattled or whatever, kind of facing your issues, stress, problems, like getting a lot of flack for just being who you are and not really um getting what you need back in return. And that's supposed to come to an end. Like, you're not supposed to keep living in that energy. It's time for a reset. Something else is ready, wanting to be ready to be born. The expected God. Angel 29. What did I write here? Connection to spiritual guides. Fears of self. Right. So you're gonna be getting maybe new guides, a new angelic team, liberation, deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. In order for you to properly move into your higher consciousness and expanded sense of self, you have to rest. Because I'm surprised that, you know what's so funny? I was about to say I'm surprised that Hangman didn't come out, and it's right here. Because this is giving Hangman energy. Like, it's time for you to stop, pause, relax, put down your sword, take off your shield, go retreat, go to some place where it feels safe for you to comfort yourself. Comfort yourself at this time. Which is what I've been doing, making my flower. If y'all look at my post in the community, I've been making flower essences or whatever. If you guys want me to send you some, I can sell them to you. They have been helping me a lot. Like, I just been honestly, the first day I made them, I forgot how powerful they are, because it's been some years since I made some. And so I made some in a jar, like something like this, and I picked it up and I just drank from it. Tore my ass up. I was like I had to go lay down. I was purging. I was crying. I was like, what? I had made a flower essence with some mimosa and blue boneset, right? And it helped me remember who I was, come home to myself, and purge what no longer served me. And I was like, I had my phone in my hand. I was scrolling. All of a sudden, I was put my phone down and I put the cover. And I tried to go on about my day. My subtle energy body, I was tired. Like, I had an energy healing session or something. And so I was like, okay, I drank too much of that. And I remember now, you just take a few drops at a time. Like, I'll put it in my water and I'll sip on it all day or whatever. Yeah. And I made some with some passion flowers that help you feel a sense of eternity or whatever, and just comfort and ease. So yeah, the hangman here, angel 21, the only God. So this angel 29, the 7 of wands, the expected God, it's about defending yourself right now. It's kind of like protect your peace. Protect your peace. And what I'm hearing as well is that you're slated to manifest something that you actually really want and been waiting for a long time. And this could be like a spiritual awakening, but it also comes with a reset of friendships, a reset of your circle of energy, of kind of like your cipher, your call, like your coven is what I'm hearing. A reset of where you're going to be repositioned. But in order for you to be repositioned, you have to kind of move out of the way, relax, go do something else, get into some of your hobbies. Let me answer some of these questions. What's best? What's best divination tool for self-knowledge? For self-knowledge. The best divination tool for self-knowledge. Well, everyone's answer would be different because everyone is different. But when I'm focusing in on you, a pendulum. Get you a pendulum. Because what your spirit team is telling me is that you need to take your mind out of it. Right? Have you ever used a pendulum before? Because a pendulum, what you would do is you would write maybe some yes or no, this or that type questions on a piece of paper. Like, should I drink coconuts today? Or should I make macaroni and cheese or whatever? And you hold the pendulum. I don't have one to show you, but you hold a pendulum and it will swing in whatever direction you want it to move, or whatever like your spirit team is telling you would be best for you today, or whatever it is, right? It's kind of fun, it's creative, but it'll help you, because what they're also telling me about you is that you need practice and trusting your intuition. Any Amazon one will do. You know, I always recommend that you put your hands on things and you go feel things. If you can, go to a spiritual store with crystals and things and get you a real connection. I mean, not to say that you can't feel it through the screen. Like if you go to Amazon or whatever, but I think it would be more fun and you would get to ask more questions about these things, because there's different types, different price points. You can find something that you'll have with you for a really long time. So that's my suggestion when it comes to those things. But I've used a pendulum before, but it hasn't been something that's personally called out to me. So tell me how it goes if that's something you decide to do. I've had people give me readings with pendulums before, though. Even you can use it when you do Reiki healing on your chakras to show you which chakras are out of alignment or whatever. Like, you can use a pendulum for a lot of things. And I'm sure there's books and things and all types of stuff that you can get into when it comes to that. Like, have some fun with it. Have some fun with it. Be creative. Make up your own stuff as well. Okay. For some reason, this rock, this really smooth, I got this rock from off the beach in Asala, Morocco. And every place I've been to where I've been to the beach, I've always pick one or two rocks instead of a whole bunch. Or else my luggage would be heavy. And they always be trying to stop people from getting on catch their flights. I will wear all my clothes and my luggage just so I don't have to pay nothing. But anyway, for some reason, this rock has been calling out to me during this session. Why? I don't know. You know, sometimes I'm looking for something deep, but I'm just going to follow my first minds. You're looking for to be smoothed out, for things to be smoothed all the way out. But life is an adventure, and part of the adventure is going from rocky to smooth to bumpy to curves, and then you see your power. The spirit realm is like we want you to know and see and feel your power, that you can get through and do anything. You don't have to focus on other people. Let people compare themselves to you. You live life on your own terms. Keep being the standard. Keep holding that standard up high. Don't drop it ever again, is what I'm hearing. Don't lower your standard ever again. If you want things to be smooth, command that they be. Get clear about what that looks like for you and command it. You can even command that people act and talk and be and show up a certain way in your energy. The disenfranchising part about being a master manifester is that you want to feel like people are doing things or loving you from their own free will because you're lovable and they want to. One of the secrets of the universe that we live in is that there's no such thing as the other, right? There's no such thing as anything on the outside of you. So nothing and no one is acting out, is going to act out of the character that you are asking them to play in your movie or film. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everyone is showing up in your world and acting and being and talking and walking around you how you are commanding them to. What does that mean? What does that mean? Feel that. That's weird, right? It's like you're in this dream. Have you ever been dreaming and you realize that you're dreaming and you can do whatever you want to do? And then you start having fun with it and you just start flying and stuff. Have you? I mean, all of us have experienced that at least once or twice. Where you realize, look, I don't have to be afraid or terrified. This is my dream. Yeah, life is like that. When you're asleep, that's another level, another dream of you're like dreaming in a dream. When you're walking around Like how we're walking and talking, right? We're still dreaming. You're never not dreaming. It's just that one dream you take really seriously and the other one you don't. And it's not until you stop taking this dream seriously that you'll actually start to have fun with it. But like I was saying at the beginning, you're so damn afraid that people are going to be offended that you're not taking any of this seriously. That you pretend like you give a fuck about stuff that you don't care about. And you get yourself kind of locked in, boxed in to contracts and things, personalities and stuff that you don't really need to be entangled in. Because as soon as you're done with something, bon voyage, ho. You abandon people, you ghost the dog fuck out of people. Because you don't really care. But then you have to go into recovery mode to heal from all the faking you've been doing. I said it. Fight me. Fight me. Because if you could just be honest and be real and be like the Jack in the Box, Cat in the Hat, Mary Poppins character that you are on the inside, you're basically a natural disruptor of everyone's solid reality or whatever. You make people question reality. You make people question like who they are, what they're capable of, where they're going, what they can do, or whatever. And what you think you want is like a cuddly existence to where, all your dreams come true and everyone makes you feel fluffy or whatever. Well, you have to command that. And everybody ain't going to be able to just kind of show up and match you. But you can command that they do what you say. That's how it is when you're an angel, when you're an earth angel or a fallen demon, fallen angel, whatever you want to call yourself. You want to be Lilith, or it's fine as well. Thanks for the compliment on my hair. All right, let's see what else wants to come out. What are the other messages? This is fun. I love this conversation. This is all I ever really want to talk about. You guys are the only people I can talk about this stuff with. What else wants to come out? Confidence. This red cornelian, right? What is this? The sacral chakra? Sacral chakra energy. Confidence in yourself. You can't run from love. Yeah, you're a bomb. You drop bombs. You start shit just by you being you. You can't hide who you are. You can't hide your power any longer. And I know we are talking about you taking a rest right now. But that's so that you can pop out like this. Right? That's been burned at the stake. And this is her coming back. Bake. Come and bake. That's Florida. Bake. This is her coming bake. From the dead. Because ain't no such thing as death. Like, nobody can kill you. Like, no one can take away your power, your flame, your passion, your energy. So you can let go of all that bitterness and resentment and thinking that, someone has stolen your joy, taken your place, or made you small, make you be somebody you're not, or whatever. No, it's not true. Is there a such thing as too spiritual if you're unable to relate and stay grounded sometimes? I don't know what you mean. Like, are you saying that? What are you saying? Because I'll say this. Like, okay, so everything is spiritual. This pen is spiritual. Like, there's nothing that we are experiencing in our sense spheres: sight, hearing, taste, smell, sight. And that's on the inside and outside. That does not have God consciousness in it. Like, without God, none of this would exist. Like, the isness, the power of God is in everything. That's what it means when that we're all one. We're one with everything. And that's the only thing that is true. If you are an earth angel, even when you try to be relatable, it's still spiritual. like, like I don't think you can get away from it. The thing is just to embrace it and kind of let the chips fall where they lay. Like, okay, so I know I'm a mystic, and I walk around and I say that shit now. And I talk how I talk and I look how I look, right? I wear half belly shirts. I ride my scooter. I I'll smoke with you, maybe, if you got some good shit, maybe. I haven't smoked in a long time, but I could, right? I Sometimes I eat meat. Most of the time I don't, because I live on a farm and most of the food I eat is organic and it tastes way better than anything else. But I do I'm basically saying that I'm relatable enough, but that doesn't even really matter because um my energy precedes me. So people have preconceived notions of what spirituality is, and they're wrong. And so I let people think what they want to think. And that's a kind of dangerous life. Um but I like living on the edge. It's it's more fun, you know? It's kind of like fight me. This is what spirituality looks like. Me, you. And so um it's in the eye of the beholder. If you don't feel grounded, go spend some time in nature. That's all you have to do. What's most important is that you're happy with yourself, that you like yourself. Spirituality be damned. All right. New perspective. Mhm. And this is kind of what it's giving here. It's time for you to stop running from what love is. Like, you can't run from loving yourself. Like, even if people are trying to burn you at the stake, eat it up. It's like, embody that. It's like, yes, this is the effect that I have on the world, on society. I have a great impact. Start owning it. That would be a new perspective, right? Get mad, even. Be like, I can't believe y'all mother would try to hurt me, and all I'm trying to do is help you out. That would be new as well for some of you. You know, it's like, um take your rest by storm as well. It's like, take your time to yourself. Ghost people. Be yourself. Be how you feel. Make yourself happy. Empower yourself. Be the bad guy. Be the villain. Embody that. But be an angel at the same time. Be a mystery. You are a mystery. You're not here to be figured out and digested easily. Thank you. I made these cards. You know who this is. I like to follow um creators online, and I got this image from Belief in Fatherhood. This black father on YouTube. He is really inspirational. He was a stay-at-home dad with his black sons, and we got a chance to watch them grow, and um he truly gave a new perspective of what it father a black father. That's why I named that card New Perspective. You know, um, and he didn't necessarily start. He didn't do what he was doing so that he can give people a new perspective. He did it out of necessity because his rap career wasn't working. His wife was a teacher, and it was cheaper for somebody to stay at home. So he just turned on the camera and started recording it, and it made a new life for them and gave new perspective, right? And so, like, you being yourself doesn't have to mean that you, like, it's like a huge deal to the rest of the world at first. You know, the things that are on your mind, the things you want to do, how you want to feel every day is revolutionary enough. Like, you taking up space just how you want to. You know, there were times when I was traveling. I like traveled for 11 months. I traveled the world for 11 months. A lot of that time, I cut off my phone, and I didn't want nobody to know where I was. Like, when I was in Bulgaria, maybe in Montenegro as well, and probably in Turkey too. I didn't talk to nobody. I just wanted to feel my own energy and just wander. Why? I didn't want to be kept track of or whatever. I didn't want to keep track of myself. I wanted to be a stranger, to be unknown, to not know anything. And I just wanted to experience that, right? That has nothing to do with anything or anyone else but me. But those experiences make up a intimate thread within myself. Just me following that. You know, just kind of like goes against everything inside of me that's like, gotta turn on the camera, gotta take some pictures, gotta show people type energy. I was like, no, I don't. Don't wanna. Sometimes that's revolutionary. And it changes things in the matrix and you don't even know it. But the key here is to get simple and just focus on you and loving you. Love you. Do what you want to do and see where it takes you, for you, like for the sake of just you. And that's really loving yourself. That's what they mean when they say love yourself. Yes, I feel most liberated when I travel. I feel comfortable in foreign places more than home sometimes and learn so much. Yeah, I agree. Mm, aim and focus. So what's coming to me when I see this card, this aim and focus, is that, after you can't run from love, like you can't run from the fact that at the end of the day, it's about you loving yourself. And you loving yourself is going to give you a new perspective, because if you really focus in on your own unique construct and what it is that you want and what you're truly reaching out for on the inside, what you're thirsty for, what you're longing for, or whatever, and you give it to yourself, it's going to create something brand new. And then that's going to give you the focus that you've been looking for. It's like maybe the ungroundedness that you've been experiencing. And if you're telling me that you're experiencing this ungrounded energy, I know other people are experiencing it as well. But if you've been experiencing ungroundedness, it's because maybe you feel like you don't have something that you want to particularly focus on, or maybe the things you have been focused on in the past don't really do it for you anymore, or they haven't been able to be grounded. And so this reset that you're being told to go through and experience is about you resetting into getting clear about what it is and how you can love yourself, gaining a new perspective from that, and then from there aiming and focusing on what it is that you actually would like to move into, focus on, and create moving forward. But first, you have to allow yourself to rest and kind of break free away from maybe keep trying to do the same things over and over again because you think you're supposed to, and maybe that's just the old you. A few more angel cards and I'll let you go. I want to thank you, Heavenly Father. Angel Mebahel, Angel 14, God Protector and Savior, committed. Yeah, you've been missing commitment. And that may even have been showing up and not being able to commit in a lot of different ways, of people breaking their commitments with you. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means that you haven't found something that you feel like is worthy of your commitment, you know? And maybe if you haven't been able to admit that, people have been showing up in your world who are non-committal, just as a mirror for how you feel inside. This non-commitment, or it seems like you fear, and it's not that I'm picking up that it's not that you don't fear commitment. You just haven't felt inspired to commit to anything. The Hermit. Angel 70, Word of God creating all, alchemy. I turn evil into good. Abba Maya. Okay, so part of the fear here is that when you sit with yourself, you start having to face demons, your shadow or whatever. So you've been kind of avoiding that. Um yeah, so I'm seeing this restlessness because you don't want to fall into a deep dark energy to where you're overthinking and may obsessing over things that you can't change or things that you need to heal or whatever. And that could be a thing, where you feel like you need to heal first in order for you to have the life that you want. There is a little purging that does have to happen sometimes, but it's not something that you can force, though, unfortunately. But I will admit, though, that there is some somatic type of experiences that you can have to where you're clearing out. And this is the trauma healing work I do with people, where we go into the spaces that have a lot of momentum of negative type energies that pull you in or whatever, clear that energy out so that you can have a chance in hell at having some clarity so that you can create the life that you want. But it can also just happen naturally if you allow yourself to be still. If you allow yourself to be still and kind of keep track of your emotions by like journaling, this takes consistency and kind of some self discipline, um, to be able to titrate between your inner world, your outer world, the illusions that are inside of you. Because your shadow is a bunch of illusions and things that you've been afraid of or telling yourself, beliefs, um, things that you get obsessed with, things that you focus on that you shouldn't focus on all the time, you know, and the patience that you need in order to be like, you know what, this is not who I am. This situation isn't who I am. These feelings aren't necessarily who I am. God is peace. God is love. God is joy. God is stillness. God is stability. God is security. That is what I am. This is how I feel for real. This other stuff is an illusion. Like being able to say that to yourself every time a negative thought or feeling comes up takes discipline. That's what you will have to do. You will have to retrain your mind. Angel 11, the exalted God. Leia, the King of Swords. Anything is possible. Leviah. Victory grants victory and protection from lightning. So, you are victorious no matter what. No matter what you're experiencing, no matter where you're at in your processing, all is well with your soul. You are queen, you are king, you are perfect just the way you are. Everything is going to be okay in the end. Nothing that you're going through is not anything that you can't handle or face. All your feelings are valid. You're right, you know. And so is everyone else in their perspective, in their world, right? The drama and the things that you're experiencing is just kind of look at it as part of like your rock docs. You know how we're obsessed with celebrities and their autobiographies, and we love a good rags to riches or whatever, drug addiction, and then they end up on top, right? Your hero's journey is what I'm talking about. And so in the end, you can just look at it all and be like, I went through all of this because this is who I was supposed to be. And so right now, you're exactly where you need to be at the right time, at the right place, with the right people, in the right situation. And that's really the only way to look at this and not go crazy. This is the only way to talk about life, yourself, your situation, and just not completely lose your shit. Like you have to ground yourself in that. Let yourself have that at least. Like, I'm okay. All is well with my soul. Blah blah blah. Let me go, to the crystal shop, right? Give yourself some field trips, some stuff to do. A good book I recommend, even if you're not don't think you're an artist. I think The Artist's Way is a great journal, book, because it's like it asks you to participate in things like doing like artist dates with yourself, to where every week you take yourself to a new creative space or whatever. Like sometimes you just need to just go do different things, touch things, feel things, buy a bike, get a new hobby, change things up a little bit. Um, let yourself become a new creation. Allow your life to change a little bit. Give yourself some breathing room, some space. Give yourself some credit for everything that you've been through in your life and how you've made it. Pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a hug. Make yourself a beautiful meal or go buy one. Allow yourself to be taken out on a date. Allow yourself to receive. Do things at your own pace. You're going to be fine. And on that note, if you guys want to reach out to me for any particular reason, my information is in the description. And I will talk to you guys sooner than later. I've only really been going live and stuff when I feel inspired to. Hi, Miriam from South Africa. Thank you. I feel like it was great as well. I had a great time with you guys tonight. We stayed online for a good while, and it's because I actually have energy to do it because I want to do it, and I don't feel forced to or whatever for the algorithm or anything. I'm just letting the chips fall where they lay, and wherever we end up with each other, um, it's fine with me. And that's a good place for me to be. I don't know about you, but I appreciate how I'm feeling right now. And thank you, Miriam, for feeling my energy all the way from South Africa, because that just tells me we're all just truly one. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.